If you want to know what's going on,
Contemporary art is not just painting, it's not just installation art. It can be dance, it can be performance on the street, it can be even activism, building a community garden. Hi, I'm Natalie Cohen. I'm the director at Central Contemporary Arts. Central Contemporary Arts is a nonprofit arts organization which focuses on expanding access to the arts in Providence and in Greater Rhode Island in general. We recognize that sometimes people won't be able to come into our building and see our gallery shows, but we want to make art accessible to people all around Providence. So one way is having a public art program, beginning with Billboards by Moon Bain. Bain's work explores the ideas of the environment and living in a community and questioning identity and connectivity in a very broad sense. He allows people to come to their own conclusions about what those mean to them.
Sometimes I feel like delivering work that's beautiful and palatable, but if you look closer, there's a deeper message that is agitating and connecting and representing culture where it may not have been represented before,
Greetings. I'm Moon Bain, visual artist, record producer, musician, songwriter, designer. I added songwriter this time, so that's the one I want you to use. Yeah. Making art and being inspired it's really a lifestyle. It's like a part of practice and passion and vision. I've been very blessed to travel and been curious about other cultures, and I just naturally gravitated to the Caribbean when I was young. Those experiences, those people, those colors, all bleed into the visual artwork I'm creating. A lot of my work is inspired and kind of honoring and related to the natural world. I'll feel a set of colors are innately African, and I'll use that in a series of paintings that I'm feeling kind of an ancestral pull or a retention being expressed in my work at that time.
Where am I concerned? Right now, miss a girl, it's too late. Look how them tables turn. Don't come back, girl, it's too late. Don't play around with fire. When the fire blazes, we get burned up, baby. Know you a straight up liar. Flirting yourself and you swear so you're hurting there.
I grew up in Seattle. When I was younger, I got bit by, kind of inspiration with music and went from classical music into guitar and into hip hop and started writing rhymes, and then that evolved into songwriting. That led into me producing records, not just for myself, but for other people. And I had a good mate that I grew up with who had gone to Jamaica to teach school. He came back with a 45 vinyl that he produced when he was there. That kind of set us on the trend, Lustre King Productions. We started a record label and really stayed at it in the early 2000s, and then started networking with other artists in Jamaica, going back to Jamaica often and recording a whole stable of artists and releasing 7-inch records all over the world.
We want to know what it's like to be free.
Not only do I produce records, I do a lot of the graphic design and album art. So I've done over 100 album art covers easily. Part of what drove me to music is that kind of elitist mentality of having understanding of what, is being applauded in the art world, even to appreciate it. Public art and a project like Ad Space is so meaningful because you don't have to jump over any type of hurdle or social classist barrier to access it. A lot of the billboards that came down, it was kind of dense onslaught of advertising services.
He has a really great way of connecting his individual works in an exhibition and also in speaking to people directly through his artwork. One piece that he has shown on Broad Street says "Love thy neighbor." And so what does it mean to love your neighbor in terms of occupying, I guess, space in a community and occupying that with art rather than with advertisements?
I tried to keep some of that messaging as simple as, can you see that we're all made of carbon, interconnectivity, things like that. You hope that you're doing something in a positive way for the passerby or for somebody in community transit or riding their bike or even walking or playing. It's like a chance to share over sell.
So I hope the billboards just inspire conversation between people in Providence. I hope that people are more reflective about what they see in their neighborhoods, and I really hope that it connects different parts of Providence, and though it's very different, that everything can come together to form this one whole, this one artwork, this one exhibition, the city itself.
Watch more Art Inc., a Rhode Island PBS original series now streaming at ripbs.org/artinc.